That's My Girl, December by the Sage. Hello, Perceptive Reader. This is James Lynch, the author and writer of The Sage. And to open this month's discussion of That's My Girl, December, I would like to start by saying Bob Ross is actually an artist I think you will find not only creative, not only a professional and expert in his craft, but also a very serene or soothing nature about himself as he's doing those paintings on TV. And I would recommend for some of you all who are looking into getting into painting or once again just want a nice show to chill out with. And let me tell you, he will do that for you. Even if sometimes you're not even feeling that well, like during the winter months, hopefully you don't experience any sicknesses at all. But if sometimes you just, say, look, I still want to watch a TV show, watch one of his painting shows and see what it does for you as you drink water or hot cocoa or what have you. I'm not going to mention coffee in this case because you're trying to, like I said, chill out a little bit during those times maybe. Now, another aspect of Bob Ross, his personality, that I want to mention is when he had prior experience or a military background, if you will, he had to use his voice or actually raise his voice a lot in his training method for some of the troops. That's actually, yes, a technique that even maybe you heard of drill sergeants use. So it's just one of those aspects that a lot of people that will go into that field, that's what they're signing up for. Okay. And he was one of the ones that was very experienced in that type of instruction or teaching. And yet, when he changed fields, he changed his occupation, fulfilled his service, if you will, then his teaching style certainly changed as well. And it went into the one that you would see in those Bob Ross's like 30-minute sections or segments, you see, of the show, where he would never raise his voice again. And he certainly showed an understanding that everybody has this creative imagination that can actually grow and bloom. And he didn't discourage that because he knew people have a different way of looking at the world. And when they go into their paintings, you could actually decide to paint the exact same thing or landscape that he was doing, and you would see the difference, a flare, a brushstroke here or there, that showed you expressing yourself, your personality, your creative outlook. And that's something that he encouraged. So now in conclusion, for That's My Girl, December, the Sage, I will state this. I have to say there are inspirations that come from people, music, theater, and even God himself. Then some have burst into poetic language, i.e., the sage, from all such inspiration. The renewing of mind, body, and spirit continues in seasons and cycles. The sweetness of life is when every matter mentioned before this sentence becomes one within self, and yet your whole nature can also include others of an opposite nature, gender as we call it. When we are not fighting one another, the wholeness of our nature inspires us to truly love one another. Best wishes, Perceptive Reader. Take care.